I'm Brian. Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And not just for the players, but for the fans as well. You know how energized they become when these two teams go at it.
Well, one area of the floor where both of these teams really shine is on offense.
Oh, yeah. B.A., these two teams can score the basketball. They'll be trying to match each other shot for shot all night long, and we've got a front row seat.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And that one's good.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Pass to Wembanyama. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, he had 24 points. 4 on the clock. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Boy, that's just a vet move right there. Night in, night out. Gilgeous-Alexander, such terrific awareness.
Doris, Alex Caruso, known for his defensive presence.
I don't know which aspect of his game on that end of the floor to talk about. His ball pressure at the point of attack is elite, but you can also put him off the ball if you need to, and he can get into passing lanes and be disruptive. If you need him to guard up a position, he can do that as well. The versatility is probably the thing that makes him dominant.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. On offense, here are the Spurs. They trail by 7. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Tries a 10-footer. Rebounded by Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. A minute 37 left to play in the first quarter. Great D that time from Holmgren. And SGA throws it down.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Here's Champagnie. Williams defending. Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got 6.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Pass to Champagnie. Wembanyama's shot is good. And it's 8 points for Victor Wembanyama. Thunder leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite. The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
To the inside. He gets it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Oklahoma City going into the break up. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Oklahoma City.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach.
Oh, Wembanyama on the receiving end.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Down low. Off his leg. It's being called a kicked ball. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play.
Yo, watch him.
Here's SGA. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And the Spurs call time here. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has now emerged into a superstar, and on nights like this, guys, he's unstoppable.
To the paint. In traffic, Wemby goes to work.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the take. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, my goodness. The quickness of SGA, the burst. It's like a blur.
Castle with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line. To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Back to SGA. Outside for Dort. Pass to SGA. 5 on the clock. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 16-point game. Castle misses. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
You have to be careful if Chet Holmgren's around defensively. This guy, such a good shot blocker.
.40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 21. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Pass to Champagnie. A shot to stop the run. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Williams. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And another 3 for Oklahoma City. Inside. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. We'll be right back after this word. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. That one falls. 18 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Williams' shot is good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you guys.
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
And San Antonio making a change here. Outside Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 22 points.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander drops in the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
And it's Fox missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. 14 points for Jalen Williams.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Fox to the middle. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Castle outside. Poked loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Oh, 5 turnovers. When you get that many, you are really hurting your team.
And San Antonio making a change here. Three-pointer. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
It's Olynyk, high post. No points so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the run. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
Timeout, timeout.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Oklahoma City calls timeout. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
And the Thunder call time here.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And it's in there. Holmgren's got 9 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Yes, it's good. SGA's got 13 in the second half.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Wembanyama. Pass to Champagny. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one hits the back iron.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
The kick out to Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on De'Aaron Fox. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Boy, Jalen Williams has had success almost from the moment he stepped between the lines here. And folks, there's another ceiling he can get to.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. And they're up an insane amount going into. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Oklahoma City now. To the inside. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 48.
Now, this is his bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
Dort with a steal. He goes up. And SGA throws it down.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Clock at 6. Goes up from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
I just love the ball movement.
On the wing, Bryant. Can they get it? And then Bryant with the dunk.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Holmgren. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, B.A., it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren's got room. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Yeah, quick decision-making from Chet Holmgren. Shot ready off the catch, folks.
And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Fox. Steps back and fires. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Good shot, gone bad. You got to finish there.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
This can be a simple game. Get the ball to Wemby, let him score.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Vassell. Back to Fox. Now Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Thunder.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And it's been a phenomenal year for them. They play with so much confidence night in, night out. This notches another huge win, 65 in total. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots. Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and Wemby makes it look so easy. If he's anywhere near you, don't even try to score.
From deep three-point land. Caruso grabs the board. The shot. And the miss. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way they